Hello, Snow Vortex again, doing some manner of video about something, not exactly sure what yet. For the last two videos I did, I was just sort of a bit angry, I guess. Well, not angry really, but more so in a pissy mood, actually, definitely. I'm in a pissy mood, yeah, definitely do. Definitely in a mood where I just want to take a hammer to everything and smash it up, basically. Which can be a productive mood in a sense. I can't see destruction can be a form of creating a newness out of smashing things to bits. It's true. But definitely, I think I'm in a weird state at the minute, like sort of. I think it's more like the mornings are difficult for me at the minute. Actually, like I sort of need a few hours at the minute just to. I don't know. We're depressed, basically. That's what I say. We're depressed, like. Just into lots of orthodox chanting music. I'm gonna really try though to get into a schedule, a routine of writing again. Like I've slipped a bit of that. I've had good intentions, but it's you really have to just get into it. But saying that, I'm being too hard on myself probably because I did some quite a good painting session yesterday, working on a piece about the conflict in Ukraine and Russia actually, and that feels good to work on that. So yeah, I mean, like the last two videos, I was just someone asked if I was even manic, and well, the answer is no. Actually, I was a bit souped up, ramped up that night. To be fair, though, so I understand how it could appear so, but no, not manic psychosis or anything. Just I had a lot of vodka Red Bulls because I'd been out and it's techno night. And I didn't take pills or anything. I just had loads of vodka Red Bulls and lots of caffeine. So it just made me proper buzzy, like probably a bit agitated as well ultimately. Because coffee can have that effect as well, of course. But more just like, and you do. I just had a coffee now, but when you've had a lot of coffee's a stimulant as well, and when you've had a lot of stimulants, you're going to talk a lot of bollocks. It's like people on cocaine, they just talk absolute bollocks. That's why I hate doing it. I hate being around people who are doing it. I find it boring. To be honest, because everything actually revolves around themselves. They don't have any real. There's no real interesting, bigger idea being expressed when people on cocaine. But people become complete egotistical, narcissistic, sort of, That's what I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm just not. I've only done it a few times. Maybe I've just not done it. It's not my thing. I've not done it for I've done it twice, I think, in my entire life, and not actually for I think 9 years or something. A long time actually. So, but anyway, I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into you don't take dogs. It's a fucking disgrace. Brass eye. Yeah, one poor boy puked his entire guts up. It's a fucking disgrace. I bet a lot of you are scratching your head at that one, but it's a reference to brass eye. Anyway, I think. Yeah, probably I'll just reflect a bit more on what I was saying in the other videos and about the art world and art and everything. Really, the art world's sort of irrelevant, really. And if you, to be honest, I was sort of ranting about it the other day, but I wasn't being that specific, but the world that surrounds it's more like institutions, right? So the institutions around the production of art are not necessarily as important as the art itself. The art itself is the important part. The institutions around it, like any institution, I'm a pessimist. I know in my heart of hearts and in my brain of brains that any institution, after enough time, becomes a shadow of its former self, generally speaking. I've seen this happen even in things, sort of institutions with not institutions, but any organised group of people with, with a degree of organisation. It often loses the original spark of the idea. The original spark of the idea gets watered down, diluted, and that's just how institutions are. It's not always a bad thing necessarily. I mean, institutions can also be a stabilising force in society, but I mean, the original fire usually always goes from any institution. I was sort of thinking the other day, it's like on that sort of, well, sticking on the whole art world part of it. Like if I was to, I don't know, say if I did a piece of work I thought was really good, or an artist did a piece of work they thought was really good. Some artist, some contemporary painter, some 28-year-old painter